Hi, this is Tracy, and I chose to discuss the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, better known as IDEA. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act is a federal law that requires schools to serve the educational needs of eligible students with disabilities. It helps to protect children with disabilities and their parents by providing a free, appropriate public education to these children, while at the same time it gives parents a voice in their child's education. The law governs how states provide special education and early intervention to children with disabilities. So before the 1970s, the educational opportunities for children with disabilities was very limited. Mostly these kids either had to attend state institutions or at-home tutoring. And it wasn't until this law was enacted in 1975 that children gained access to free, appropriate public school education. And the law states that all U.S. students, who accept funding for education must provide special education services to children who qualify. It mandates that schools adapt their instructional curricula to meet the individual needs of these children, and they receive education plans known as IEPs, and these are individual education plans specifically for each child, and they are created by special education teachers, school psychologists, and therapists. Parents also have a say-so in their children's IEPs and the way their children are being taught and any changes that are made to their IEPs. The implementation of this IDEA Act has really been phenomenal. It has allowed children who would not normally be given access to public education and the classroom the ability to maximize their learning potential through intervention in the school system. Reading skills have increased, graduation rates have increased with these children, so it has a lot of strengths, and there are also several weaknesses. On the flip side, education outcomes remain less for students with disabilities than for other students, which leaves them unprepared for graduation and their transition to work. And twice as many children with these disabilities tend to drop out of school. I teach children with IEPs in the classroom, and I do see that the stress level of these children decreases when we as teachers are made aware of their disabilities and how we can help each one of them individually. There is more one-on-one help also in the classroom coming from special education teachers, and that does seem to help these children become less stressful and frustrated. And also the curriculum is designed specifically to meet the child's needs. In my classroom, I have a couple of students who actually have to be taken out of the room and have their tests read to them to help them better cope with taking the assessment. So I see this law as a positive for any child. I'm glad to see that children can come into the school system to learn, and I think it's a great advantage. Thank you.